necessarily that you lost, but you feel like you may have let people down. Why do you feel that way, and how much does that bother you?
It bothered me a ton. It's like I didn't sleep after the fight. It's like I didn't sleep until I got on the plane, slept a couple hours on the plane, and then I slept a little bit last night when I was at home. But it's like ultimately I didn't sleep after the fight, and it's not because I'm mad at myself. It's ultimately because I'm mad that I let people down. It's like I hate to see the boss walk out pissed off that I didn't perform or that he felt the main event didn't go down as he wanted it to go down. That's on my hands, so I hate that. DC, we've had conversations before leading into this fight, and there were certain things that I'm supposed to be shooting for, and I guess I just never wrapped my mind around shooting for those things. So I apologize for not wanting as much as they want me to want. Now I feel like I just need to get those things to prove to them that I can do it. So it's not really to me; it's for everybody around me.
So that, my friends, was Kevin Holland. A little bit of an extended clip there because I found what Kevin Holland did very interesting. The new tone that we're hearing from your boy, Kevin Holland, after being quite defiant in defeat after Saturday's defeat against Kevin Brunson, he lost a very one-sided match, not the most entertaining fight to the masses. Most people wouldn't have found it very intriguing. While watching it, found it intriguing because I was just on the edge of my seat thinking Kevin might land that right. But I wouldn't watch it again, I'll be honest. I don't need to watch it again, I should say. And Kevin was talking throughout the loss. Really jawing off to Dana White, who's outside of the cage sitting next to Khabib. He was also talking to Khabib way too much. And, immediately after the fight, Kevin Holland made the comment that he was never going to change. And he's never going to stop talking, and he doesn't regret what he did, and this and that. And now today, in his interview with Ariel, like you just heard, his tone has softened because I think he's a kid still. He's young. He's susceptible to that feedback. We see the exterior, we see the fighter, we see the facade, that thin veneer that these fighters have to put up. It's part of their persona. It's part of how he makes money. We saw that crack today in a good way. Ethan, what's up? Ethan Eccles. My biggest issue, Ethan says. And today I'm actually ready to get back to the comments. Jeez Louise. Because we already got the signal up. But I'm interested to hear. Ethan said, my biggest issue with him is he said he was never in it to be the champion. That's such a bad mind. My God. I mean, that was the most disheartening thing I heard. And it wasn't just and to Ethan's point, Kevin Holland said in multiple interviews, I'm not trying to be the champion. What was worse was I don't even want to fight 5-round fights. So something's wrong. There's not a winner's mentality there, which is fine. Some people, GSP went to a sports psychologist, for crying out loud. The greatest of all time, in some people's opinion. GSP has admitted to dealing with mental, difficulties, inner doubt, whatever those challenges are. Everybody deals with it. A lot of people deal with it. In Holland's case, he developed first. Is physically, and then Cage, what's up, my man? Cage Official. Cage Official says, I hope you're doing good. I'm doing well. I think Ethan's doing well. I got that energy from Ethan that he's doing good. Welcome to the stream, Cage. Just getting things kicked off. Haven't even had a fight yet. Ethan says, I hope DC and Khabib can change that horrible mindset. Yeah, man. It might be, hopefully they can influence Kevin. You can't want to change somebody, but you can want to influence them. I feel sick, but... Oh, Oh no, Ethan says, I feel sick, but same to you. Ethan, geez Louise, man. I'm sorry that you feel sick. That's not fun. I hate being sick. Hopefully, we make you feel better, get your mind off of that sickness. Drink that water or tea. Lay down in that bed and just take in that smooth, silky voice. Let that soothe that illness right out your system. Right out your bowels. Eat those vegetables. Cage Official says, I hope you're good, Ethan. Eat them vegetables, brother. Yes. Absolutely. Don't forget, take your vitamins. Eat your vegetables. All of that stuff has to happen. We're waiting to get a fight here at middleweight. Yesterday was something of a rough day. Ethan Elko says, I drink gallons of waters and monsters. Yeah. That's what I was about to say. If you would have just said I drink gallons of water, I would have said, are you counting the water that's inside of the monster canisters? Gallons of water is a lot of water. You don't want to, there's actually people have drank too much water. I don't know if 2 gallons is too much. Ethan says, for real though, my throat feels like it's bleeding. I might have to call off work. Ethan, let me share something with you. If you have access, and I'm being in all seriousness, if you have access to saline spray, saline solution, which is essentially salt water, sometimes, it just from what my experience is, sometimes it's a little too late if you've already developed the cold. But as one time, I'll just tell you the story. I was sick just like you. I was feeling like I had a scratchy throat. My nose was clogged up, and I was about to go on a vacation. And I went to a quick stop nursing center, and I said, God, you got to give me a Z-Pack. Which is a Z-Pack is like basically antibiotics, I think, and other vitamins, and it was known for quickly knocking out a cold out of your system. But it also builds up your immune system, unfortunately. It makes it harder for these things to be effective the more you use them. And she said, no, don't take that Z-Pack. This is what the nurse said, Ethan. I'm not going to give you a Z-Pack. You don't need that. Get some saline. It's cheap. Get it. It's basically salt water. Spray that in your nose. And do that a couple times a day, even when you're not sick. Just daily. And it's a good preventative. She said that she hadn't had a cold in years. And I'm telling you, I'm going to jinx myself, of course, but I'm going to just trying to share the knowledge. I use saline on a regular basis, and even when, especially if I've already got a cold, and it mitigates some of the nasty effects that you can feel, including that sore throat. Absolutely. Pick up some saline. Especially if you're not sure. Especially if you're in that stage where you're not sure if you've had a cold or not. Here we go. Tyrone Woodley. Switching it up a little bit. As you can see, I forgot to turn back on my HUD. Calming it down a little bit. Just taking it easy. Checking this guy out. See, yeah, he's playing real smart. This is a smart fight right here. He's patient without... God, this game looks so much better without the HUD. It looks so much cleaner. Coach Donato! Howdy, everybody. There you go. Welcome to the stream, my man. You came in with perfect time. We just started our first fight. Kicked off the stream with a discussion about Kevin Holland and his new approach to, or his new feelings, or his new conversation he had with Ariel Helwani about losing in the way he did. He expressed remorse about letting people down. right, JMMA A70 is the camp. He's in the building. Welcome to the stream, JMMA. Switching things up here with a little Tyrone Woodley in ranked. Woodley needs to hang it up. Ethan says Woodley needs to hang it up. I would say, I would actually say it's time for Bellator for Woodley. If he loses this next fight, and he's not done yet, I'd be fine with seeing him in Bellator. I think he's a good Bellator type of fighter, you know? I could see him doing that, and I think he would do well. I think against the lower tier competition, Woodley does well. But don't be surprised if he comes out and smokes somebody. I mean, he's done that. He's got the tools to do it. The power is the last thing to go in an old man. JMMA says, yeah, he just finished watching that interview with Kevin Holland. Yeah, interesting to see his mindset. He's still, what I get from him is that he's still young, man. He's still got a lot of ways to go. 27, 28, right? So we haven't seen the best of him, hopefully. Everybody's going to lose. Everybody's going to lose, and they're going to lose in different ways. So your favorite fighter has a loss on his record, and that includes John Jones. Steve Mazzagatti induced or not, it's a loss. Ethan Eagle says, he's too gun shy, just gets beaten out recently. That's similar to me, actually, Ethan. So that's why I like to use him. He's just way too overconfident. See, so people, if you're talking about Tyrone Woodley, Donato, you're talking about Kevin Holland probably. I do think Kevin Holland is appropriately confident. And Tyrone Woodley is. Brian Ortega has never lost. We'll just ignore the Max Holloway confrontation, right? We call that a fight. That was a confrontation. Because we don't want to acknowledge that what happened to Brian Ortega. Max Holloway, and I'm not trying to crap talk professional fighters here, but I've talked about this before, and I'm being sincere. When Max Holloway beat Brian Ortega, he beat the niceness out of Brian Ortega. It changed Brian Ortega's attitude. It was very interesting to see that. Bald Ortega hasn't lost yet. That's true. And there's no more Bald Ortega, so it looks like he might go undefeated. Unless he shaves the head before the fight now. Unless that's his warrior. Bald Ortega is his warrior mode. Here we go. Fighting. JMMA says, it's not overconfidence. It's the way he is. I do think he could very easily beat Brunson every time he had in real time. Oh, Critical Sandman! What's up, my man? Welcome back. It's been some time. Welcome back to the stream, the choke extraordinaire. Critical Sandman is back to the stream. JMMA, yeah, man. Every time he had him in real trouble, he just rushed and left himself open for the takedown. Yeah, I feel that way too. I feel like Kevin Holland, Critical Sandman says it's been a while. Yeah, man, it's been a while. Glad to have you back. Yeah, I felt like almost like Izzy and Jan had a similar. Izzy had a similar issue with Jan that. I'm sorry, I'm breaking my concentration because I'm just trying to keep my rhythm here. This guy is very, very technical. By the way, very, very technical. Seb Contre, who I just lost to on Saturday in my MMA gaming. That's at MMA Gaming on Twitter, folks. If you haven't joined the league, do yourself a favor. Oh, God. Jesus. Jesus. Oh. We survived. I'm going to turn back on my HUD. But if you have not played with MMA Gaming, you're not certain of your skill. I think Donato has yet to join, or did recently join, or somebody recently joined. Oh, God. Join MMA Gaming. Get in on the league. I just had a championship fight. Lost it. But it was so much fun. And the reason why I was even talking about MMA Gaming is because this guy has a similar, very strategic, calm pace to him. And Donato joined recently. That's right. Thank you for jogging my memory. Somebody else that said they were going to and hasn't yet. And we want to get them on board. Donato. Oh, that was Real Talk MMA. Maybe. JMMA says, I like Helwani, but he lost points for me when he went at Colby for not taking the Leon fight on 3 weeks' notice. Hey, I kind of have to go at Colby on that too, my friend. Jay, I don't want to make enemies of you. Trust me. I like you quite a bit. Camp A70 in the building. But, and Ethan says, Helwani instigates too much. Kind of like academics nerds like that get slapped up where I'm from. Yeah, no, a lot of people say, oh, Helwani instigates, but Helwani basically says what other fighters are saying. Like, he says it. And he does, it is an instigation role, because he doesn't need to say it, but he's not, like, instigating in the ways of making things up, or, you know, he's just saying things that don't necessarily need to be said. But I disagree. I mean, I understand the preparation. I understand both sides, because from Colby's perspective, to fight that way, like it's been well reported, you have to train for a long time. You don't just wake up and be like, hey, I'm naturally capable of fighting, throwing 500 strikes over 5 rounds against Robbie Lawler. That doesn't happen unless you live in a gym. Nick Diaz was about to slap his big nose off. Yeah, Nick Diaz was, but now the Diaz brothers seem to love Ariel Helwani. That relationship's completely different now. All about your blah, blah, blah. One of my favorite tags I've ever seen. Welcome back to the stream. He's becoming a regular. Cage. All about your blah, blah, blah. Ethan, definitely. We got some Donato. We're getting and Critical's back. We got an old school regular in here. JMMA, who he himself is the GOAT. JMA says, I see it from the fighter's perspective. Colby fighting Leon on 3 weeks' notice. I'll read the rest of that in between rounds. Oh, got a little quiet on you there because I'm like, oh, God, this guy's going to smack me with some slick business and just knock me out. I had a vibe just ruined right now. Have you talked about the heavyweight title fight this weekend? No, not yet. And, oh, trust me, we will. We're going to be talking about that quite a bit. I'm excited for the promotion. Right now, I'm just trying to concentrate on this psychopath who picked a fight with me, and we somehow ended up in this octagon. Nothing to talk about, JMMA says. Stipe's gonna starch him. I think we're gonna actually get a different fight. JMMA, don't forget, Stipe never starched Francis Ngannou. And Francis Ngannou, out of shape, Francis Ngannou, who wasn't prepared to wrestle, lasted all 5 rounds. Donato, that is on pay-per-view this weekend, so it is on ESPN Plus and on pay-per-view as well. So you order the pay-per-view through ESPN Plus, and you can watch it this Saturday at 7 on pay-per-view. So I think Ngannou wins. All about your blah, blah, blah. I'm with you on that one. I think we're talking about Francis Ngannou, he can be in shape this time. Stipe's still going to win a one-sided decision. That's interesting. I love Francis, but let's be honest. You know, I want to know who's right because we've got so many people in here. I wish I had a way. I need to document the bets so we can have an official like go bet. In fact, that's what I'm gonna do. In between this round, I'm gonna document who guessed who for this fight this weekend, so we can go back and say who gets the. Oh God, let's see if I can get this fight to the ground. So I think I'm losing. I'll be right there with you guys. I think I'm losing this fight. Uh-oh. This guy's about to reverse positions on me. Oh, God. Ngannou needs a little bit more space to throw, man. And Blades has nowhere near the footwork or head movement or boxing of Stipe. Yeah, so JMMA, I agree. That's the problem. Stipe's boxing is like, if Francis comes out swinging like he does, you know, Stipe really can knock his ass out. Or, excuse me, knock him out. He really can. He really can do it. And because Stipe is a high-level boxer. He's got great hands. Man, I'm getting lit. My goodness. See if I can get back up. There we go. Gotta do something to this guy. Oh my goodness, I thought that was it. Need more than that. Made a little comeback at the end. Now I need to read this. He didn't KO Kane. Kane's knee blew out. JMMA, please don't tell me you're his knee blew out conspiracy theorist now. He did KO Kane. The knee might have blown out because he got KO'd. All about your blah 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 says all Ngannou needs is a little bit of space to throw, man. That's really all he needs. He needs to plant his feet, and it's a problem. And Blades has nowhere near the footwork, which he doesn't. I agree with JMMA on that. He slept Kane, bro. Punch came before the knee buckled. Yes, it did. Blades is a bum. JMMA says he's literally going to explode. Yeah, no, JMMA, I just disagree. But I don't think you're crazy. I'm not trying to both sides this. I don't think you're crazy, JMMA. I do think that it's hard to tell. And especially with Kane saying that his knee buckled, I think when you look at the evidence, Ngannou landed that uppercut. And like anybody. Oh no! I tried, Jay. I tried it, JMMA. I got caught. I didn't pull it off slick enough, but I get what you're saying. I tried your advice of the fake jab and then the overhand. JMMA says I was trolling. Francis definitely gonna KO'd him. I was like, what? I was like, Kane, what happened? And I love Kane. I am not anti-Kane. I'm not like a Francis. I like Francis too. Yeah, JMMA, you had me. I was like, what? I mean, but once again, I stand by what I said. It's not crazy to think that Kane wasn't knocked out because of what he said immediately after, and the video. It's hard to tell from the only angles that they have of that knockout are very weird. It's like behind Kane's back. Okay, so here we go. Ah. Oh. Okay, maybe he'll come in. He'll come in and get. Ah. No. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I don't like kicking. And JMMA, that overhand is just not in my arsenal. I don't know what's worse, Tyron Woodley's fighting or his music. Yeah, no, man, that is crazy. I do not like kicking very much. Golly, that's frustrating. How? Okay, so I didn't lose that many points. I mean, I don't know where that guy was ranked, but I didn't lose that many points. It wasn't that bad, but jeez. Guys show up to the stream just to catch these losses. Aired for the world. Let's go, man. It's been a rough... Been yo-yoing on the bottom of Division 20, getting so close. I need to string together some... If I string together some victories on this stream, we'll be in a super good place. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Who do I go with? Might want to go Leon Edwards. Let's see the stats on his... This, okay. Ethan Nichols says, it's time I complete my title fight on career tonight. Yeah, man. What difficulty are you playing on? I have the only... I played through only one time on Legendary, and I never came close to the title. I got crushed. Oh, this is Herb Dean. This guy is a tough fight. Ethan's on hard. I'm going for that takedown right away. Oh my god, if that guy would have just done that, what he faked would have just totally gotten me. Ethan says, but I started on hard when I first picked up my PS5, that's why. Yeah, you haven't had it for a month. I think you've had that PS5 for a couple weeks. Coach Donato says, I lasted like one exchange versus Legend. Yeah, man, it's hard. It's no joke. It's really hard. I did the career mode, and actually, I think I won my first like 4 fights or something like that, and the computer then, even my sparring partners, just crushed me. Because, I mean, I had gotten the game, I think I just had it for a month or something like that when I did that, so... do I have a system for your ground play in this game? All About Your Blah 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 asks, what I'm trying to do, somewhat. JMMA says, let's talk about the community for a second. Yeah, let's talk about it. I do have a system in JMMA. Yeah, please do. Donato says he was in for a PS5 a drop today, and he didn't get it, which I can feel your pain, man. I did many of those. but my ground system, all about your blah, 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 is in the beginning of this round, I really try to posture up, and I try to throw a maximum number of punches of 3 before I posture right back down. At least in the beginning, when, I just don't want to blow my stamina. I just don't want to. You're preloading these things. It's not like I'm controlling them strike by strike. Blackout hours, welcome! Oh, I want to read that in just a second. This guy is killing me. What's up, Blackout? How are you doing, my man? A70 in the building. I probably shouldn't be shouting out the camp's name when I'm taking losses the way I am right now. Having a rough start to the day. But I want to read, okay, so it says, the community for a second, I was in line. JMA says, the ESBC game, a new boxing game, released early development trailer, and people were bashing the community, like Zayef and Kinetic NRG are bashing it because of that. It's because that's what the gaming community is, Jay. I mean, that's what it really, really is. By the way, if you haven't had a chance to subscribe, please do. If you haven't had a chance to hit those notifications, please do that. And hit that like if you haven't had the opportunity to do that. We love you so much. God, I love you. The JMMA says, my problem is that the same people will be making videos of the game's polished and released. We asked for a new game instead of supporting the game. People bash. Hey, I'm shoulder to shoulder with you, JMMA. I mean, I don't understand why the hatred for this game, especially with how, games get patched, games get fixed up. But to Donato's point, there are a lot of people talking crap about this game, and that seems to be the hot thing. I've seen a couple of videos of people saying this game is garbage. Look at slowing it down even and breaking down how bad this new game is, and it's like I felt the same way. I'm like, you guys are crazy. This is a new sports combat game that's not coming from one developer only. We have a chance for something fresh, new. We have an opportunity to give input, give constructive feedback, and we can get a good game here. There were 9 patches to UFC 4, and the tracking still sucks, and the sub-prompts still disappear midway. Yeah, JMMA, there are also a number of other balance issues with the game itself. I mean, I personally think, the volume of striking is just insane. Yes, of course, Max Holloway can throw 500 strikes around, but, the defensive tools, the responsiveness of the controls, there's an input delay, under the best of conditions. There's just some issues with this game. You would think we would be more understanding. Blackout Hour says, why do I have my stamina bar off? It's because I'm an idiot. Blackout Hours. I do videos where I call upcoming UFC fights. I recently did Francis Ngannou versus Stipe, and I haven't turned him back on since, and so I need to do that in between rounds. You said Fight Night isn't as good as far as a boxing game. Yeah, it's showing its age, but I can never say it's not as good. Fight Night is the standard by which this new game will be judged, and it's unfair. It's a high bar that's been set. This is just crazy. I feel like I'm just getting killed. Gotta watch that inside kick. Yeah, Fight Night Champion truly, I mean, it's still ahead of it. In certain respects, it's still ahead of its time. it pulled off the single player game in a way that hadn't been really done. Oh shit. Ooh, excuse my language, man. Fighter HUD. Let's get that back on. I actually think the game looks so much better without the HUD on. But yeah, Fight Night Champion's just so deep. I mean, when you think about just how it's still going to this day, it's been 10 years. Fight Night Champion, Black and Ours, Fight Night Champion is about to make another game because this SBC game is getting good clout. Absolutely, Blackout. I think EA is going to see that. EA is going to see the attention, the desires out there. I just don't know with what happened with Fight Night. What I think must have happened was the game too expensive. Did it not sell as well? Did they put too much money into it? Because it makes no sense that there's not a follow-up to that game. I think last month, Fight Night was trending. Tosh Tanner! What's up, my man? Welcome. Jeez. This is just crazy. I don't... Here we go. Ah. Man. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm malfunctioning. This is crazy. Let me see if I can pull this off. Ah, I thought I was gonna land that. Why don't you use Usman against me last time? Critical, because I felt like I had more success against you with Colby Covington, or with Leon Edwards against Colby Covington. I just felt better with him. Critical Sandman's pointing out the fact that in this other league, it reminded me, Critical Sandman, which league, that name of that league, I don't remember it is, but we had a backyard fight, and Critical Sandman and myself ended up getting put together, and Critical Sandman had to dust me off in the first round, viciously. But I used Leon Edwards because I like Leon Edwards. I almost wish I would have used him here. Not that it would have made that big of a difference. Coach Donato says, all I can say is this game is pretty frustrating at times, but it's the only UFC or fight game I've ever owned, so it feels like a Ferrari that I have to learn how to drive a stick on. Yeah, no, that's a pretty good analogy, Coach Donato. That's pretty an interesting analogy because yeah, if this is obviously your first MMA game, you are sitting in the maybe not the Ferrari. That's a lot. That's really strong. But some other nice car, just a hair less nice than that Ferrari. Because this is, I mean, for all of its flaws, it's extremely frustrating. I'm losing right now in a terrible way. But it's still the best. It's the best game that's come out. Donato's in second gear. Well, that means, yeah. Well, you're acknowledging you got out of the hardest gear. First gear is the toughest gear. I remember, yeah, my dad forced me to learn a stick. Wouldn't let me get my driver's license until I learned a stick. And I thought it was the dumbest, the most ridiculous thing in the world. But now, I couldn't be happier that I know how to drive a stick. And most people around me don't. Ethan says he wants a new ground system from EA. Yeah, that would be nice. I would love a reinvented ground game for sure. I think they did a really great job changing up the clinch game. I don't like the unlimited clinch. My God. I just can't read that kick. For some weird reason, I can't read the head kick quick enough. Like, I'm... Critical Santa says, nope, let's keep it. Yeah. Oh, God. Critical Sandman, I'm sure. Oh. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. This isn't over. This is not over. I want you to understand that I am not giving this fight up. I want you to imagine me biting down on my mouthpiece. And getting knocked the heck out. Jeez. Oh, I was dreaming about this moment all day. Lost my first 2 fights coming on. It's crazy. Ended the stream yesterday with 2 wins. Donato says, and after watching a bunch of your videos, Critical, your striking game is just as lethal as your choke game. Yeah, Critical Sandman, your ground game is truly excellent. It's really, really something you should be proud of for picking up so quickly, is what it is. Like you said, a month ago, it wasn't where you're at. You're primarily striking. 6 weeks ago, I should say. You're primarily striking. And now you are back to... hold on one second. Probably can hear that TV in the background. Hold on one second. All right. All right, so here we go. We are back. I don't want to hold any more L's. Going up against Robbie Lawler, Critical Sandman says his striking is very inconsistent. That's my problem, is inconsistency in general. I'm inconsistent overall, which is a frustrating part of this game. I feel like I play enough where I should be better than where I'm at, But I'm trying to get it together. One day I'm Izzy, the other day... I hope he didn't say Askren, because all I can see is AS. Oh, no. You guys, why do people hate on Ben Askren so hard? Ben Askren was a legit, he was a legit champion. That dude was the real deal, man. He was not a fake. He beat real fighters. He fought real tough dudes. And in his prime, Ben Askren probably would have been just as successful. Man, Ethan. Yeah, I can't. He says Askren sucks and he's cringe. Yeah, I can't speak to how cringy he is. His striking is terrible. Critical Sandman says his striking is shit, though. It is. Yeah, it's terrible. All About Your Blah 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 says, you got Askren in that fight? No, I don't. I don't have Askren because, like I said, this kid has been doing nothing but boxing for years. For years. if boxing is not MMA, it doesn't translate. Conor McGregor is the exception. If you believe that Conor McGregor hung in there with Floyd Mayweather, which he did not, Floyd Mayweather allowed that fight to go to the 10th round. Boxing is not the same. It's not the same sport. So I do think Jake Paul's going to win that fight just because he's been training in that one discipline for years. He's no longer just a YouTube star. He's an amateur, turning professional boxer. He's probably got hands at that level. And don't forget, the kid's an athlete too. I learned a little bit more about him. He's actually an athlete. So he's got an athletic background. He's been training to be a boxer. I mean, eventually you got to say that guy's a boxer. And what I predict happening is this type of fight is when it goes, he'll start to get an aura that he's a boxer. See, there's my flaw right there. That kick, that... Woo! That kick, that calf kick, it comes out so fast, and I'm not stopping it. So here we go. Got a rock, followed by a drop. All About Your Blah 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 says, I don't know who wins that one. I lean Jake, but I can see both of them winning. Yeah, no. All About Your Blah Blah Blah. I don't want you to... What I'm saying, anytime that I give an opinion on a fight, I'm just thinking about it like, if I had to bet money, who would I bet on? And... All About Your Blah 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 says, Ben doesn't move your head, and Jake's got size and power. Absolutely. He's a young man who can punch. He hits hard. I mean, being an MMA fighter doesn't, build your chin. Yeah, Critical Sandman says, that's a cool name. I love saying it. All About Your Blah Blah Blah. I love it. The takedown. But that's what I want. I have no interest in discussing Napoleon Dynamite looking nerd boxing anybody with skill. He has zero chance. All About Your Blah 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 says, thank you guys. Yeah, it's a good name, man. It's well selected. No, I see. That's where you're making a mistake. You're saying that Ben Askren has zero chance. You're setting yourself up for extreme shock. You're setting yourself up for jaw-dropping shock when you say that I wouldn't be surprised if Ben went all 8 rounds. I would not be surprised if this fight nobody gets knocked out and Ben Askren wins via smother. That guy's good at getting in on people. And keep in mind, he'll have larger gloves this time. Then it's almost a treat to him. He'll have larger gloves. JMMA says, the gauntlet's been laid down. JMMA says, Ethan, let's spar. Come, boy. Ethan, you've been called out. I don't know what you're going to do about that, homeboy. Home skillet. Woo! Ethan says, I will. His striking is embarrassing, and he can't go for takedowns. Oh, man, I was trying to read the rest of the comment. I don't really know a lot about boxing, but something to remember is that Ben will likely be very strong in the clinch. Yes, and that's a really good point, is that Ben will be able not only be very strong, he knows how to get to the clinch in combat situations. But the problem with that is you can't clinch for long in boxing. It's not like he's going to be able to sit there and really inflict damage, and if he simply goes only for clinches, he'll be reprimanded. And if it gets extreme, he'll get a point deducted, so that it can actually work against him. When will I give us a good it's a wrap? Oh, I need to give one to take. Damn. Oh, God, I got hungry people out here. I got raps to make. Donato, I'm going to deliver it's a wrap. Jake will keep the distance and sleep that... I'm not reading that. I'm not reading the rest of it. Susie just said it. I want to read that. Susie just said it. Said it when she heard you. Woo! Yeah, Susie. Shout out to Susie, by the way. Shout out to co-coach Susie. In the building probably the best city skylines we've ever seen. Gotta get that, Coach Anik. I gotta get that leg kick. Gotta get that timing down because he's killing me with it. Oh. Okay, here we go. Ben JMA says, send Ethan. Oh no! Oh! Woo! Hold on, Robbie Lawler's got some anger in his heart. I see the rage in this young man's face. He's been hurt. Robbie Lawler's been hurt. Got to focus on this one. Going to the body, going to the head. Got him. Gotcha. Oh, no. Oh, my God. No, please. No! This is the worst day. I cannot believe I am having a terrible day. Oh, no. Well played, and he's going to stand in the ring. Respect. I got to respect that guy. This was a hard loss. That was a lot of points. If you want to see a man, or listen to a man in misery, keep a record of this. Critical Samus says this is funny. Gotcha, then gets KO'd. Yes, that's what hurts. I hope Tragic Sonya doesn't know that he can get great pleasure by returning that rap. This guy, Sonya, doesn't know that he could find a recording of a guy gloating because he thought he had the win and then knocking him out. I mean, there's a record of it. He can watch that over and over again. Oh my goodness, you guys, I've dropped. I came in here giddy. I don't know if you've Ethan with a quite an interesting nickname for Ben Askren. Falling down to Division 18. Let me see where we are in the leaderboards. My dreams are shattering in front of you, but guess what? I'm not giving up. I am picking myself up, dusting myself off, and I'm about to go on a run right now. I'm going to focus and lock it down. I know I can win. I've shown I can win. I just need to do it. Can't be out here repping the team like this. got a situation here where you've got, just checking the stream here. Okay, cool. There we go. All right, so here we go. Hit a fresh of California air and jump back in. So this guy looks familiar, but we're going to do it. So Ethan Eckel says, and doggone it, we like you. Thank you, Donato. Go get, I'm going to go KO Ethan with Ben. JMMA. Oh, God, Ethan, don't tell me that you're going to allow Ben Askren to knock you out. Oh, gosh. So going up against the Division 16 fighter who I am 1-1 with. I'm on a 3-fight skid right now.
Let's go, guys, fight.
Oh! Okay. Okay, so trying to focus. Golly! I am just getting waxed tonight. It happens, but this is frustrating. Ugh. All about your blah blah blahs calling for a jumping roundhouse. I'll hit that if the time is right, my friend. Right now, I need to focus on trying to get back something out of this man's hide. I was about to say, if they would not let me do that. He's leaning every time he enters the pocket. Okay, thank you. Thank you all about your blah, blah, blah. I appreciate that. Doing a lot more taking than giving. I am. Donato, you are right.
Come on, let's go.
All right, here we go. Get up here. Taj Tennant says he just faced a back taker to rear naked choker. He hates this game. Yeah, dude, this game, I'm having one of those days right now myself, Taj. It's a rough experience. It hurts sometimes. It's ugly. But we're not giving up, man. Don't give up. Just try to buckle up. Try to buckle in. Try to figure what you're doing wrong. I see that. I just saw that. Wow. Good eye. All about your blah, blah, blah. Look at that. Ah. Coach Donato says, welcome to my world. Yeah, dude. It's a tough world. It's a tough... So here we go. Be careful not to fall into the pull series. Some dudes will do that to draw around sights. Be careful not to fall into a pull series. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Thank you. Thank you for that, man. Ah. Got him. If it was easy, there'd be a 1,000 Ray hands. Yeah, there would be. Get my stamina back a little bit. Come back here. Ah. Here we go. Thank you, all about your blah, blah, blah. I appreciate it. It says nice groundwork. How do you defend the driving takedown again? It's up or down. It's up or down, depending on where their hips are turning. Oh, he says, all about your blah, blah, blah. Says, oh, damn, was that a power transition? I don't know all about your blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I didn't mean to. I didn't hit a modified transition. If that's what you're asking. Danelle says, I watched almost 2 hours of Let There Be Light versus Rayhan last night. They were doing moves I've never seen. Dude, I need to look at some of that myself. Not that I'm going to be able to pull off some of that stuff, but it is interesting watching higher level fighters show you different exploits. Maybe not exploits, but different approaches, different combos. We're in the third round. Man. Oh, it was on Twitch, Donato says. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I have it now. I have a Twitch. I haven't yet ever Twitched. Streamed on Twitch. Let There Be Light has a crazy approach to the game, all about your blah, blah, blah says. It works every time. What does Let There Be Light do that's so different? Ethan, say sorry to Ben. Oh no. What happened? What happened, JMMA? I want to hear the results of this fight. What round? I blocked that. Oh, he took away. It's the ref. No. We're just about to win our first fight. We did just win our first fight. Feeling good about that. Jeez Louise. Oh, that was ugly. Ethan says, I'm holding block and they reward spamming apparently. I'm a level 9. Yeah, dude, Ethan, you got to understand, JMMA is very good. He is an excellent fighter. He's in the camp that Sandman's in, A70. So JMMA is very high level. So don't beat yourself up too bad, but it is a shame that he felt the need to use Ben Askren to bring great harm into your life. Seven-minute wait on that rap. Donato says, yeah. Donato, my mouth started watering because I thought we were about to have a rap. All About Your Blah 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 says, almost no strikes in the open. He utilized the blocking head movement for defense, and he clinches every chance he has. Okay, so we're talking about Let There Be Light. Almost no strikes in the open. He utilizes the blocking head movement for defense, and he clinches every chance he can. Forces you into a 50-50 clinch position. Dude has some nasty subs, too. Wow. So, am I being ridiculous when I say, at that point, you're not even really playing an MMA game, right? It's just when the attack doesn't look like anything in MMA, are we playing an MMA game? It's just, that's where I get with kind of the overuse of almost anything, like the fake outs, when you're playing the meta, I think it's interesting. You're playing the meta, I think it's interesting. I got to see it. It's not a judgment. I do, but I definitely am not judging him. I want to see it, though. Taj Tenet asks, JMMA, have we sparred before? That sounds like a little bit of a call-out. Not sure. Sounds like the beginning of a call-out. Yeah, I feel off. Something's wrong with me. There's something wrong. Let me... Going up against E Plurib. This is crazy. Ah! God. Had to get this fight to the ground somehow. And we did it. Gotta get up. Get me up. I try to watch as many as I can. But Coach is my go-to. I'm honored, Donato. Plus, nobody else is typically on at 2 a.m. Yeah. Yo, but I'm really glad to have everybody stop by, poke their head in, join the stream, whatever the case may be. Watch me take these losses in some days. It's awful. But let me see if I can turn things around this time. Wear out Alexander Gustafsson. We know on his back is not going to be his best place. Not very strong off the back. Like every missed transition. If my level was that high, that's a lot of fights compared to someone with a level 10. I don't boast beating new players online. No, yeah, I mean, I think you guys are just having fun. If you're talking about JMMA, Ethan, I think he's just having fun with you. It's all fun. I think we got... let's see. Let's see who got that round. Yeah, I think we did enough in that round. Not happy with it, but I think we did enough. Enough to get the tide turning, the ball rolling in a new direction, a different direction. Thought he was going to do something sneaky. Try to kick me in my face when I wasn't expecting it. Ah. Man. Thought I was going to drop him with that one. Got to pay more attention to those legs, as Coach Donato points out. Definitely don't kick a lot. Okay. Taking it easy here. I don't... Man. Looking for an opening to get another takedown, because I think after he sustained some pretty serious damage, get this takedown, wear out that body. All right, here we go. I almost kept going. I was like, nah. I was about to say, I can never... Oh, man. Here we go. Let's try to get this finish. He's doing a really good job keeping himself. Damn it. This is dangerous. He's going to go for the body kick. I shouldn't have thrown that. Okay, here we go. Maybe just pointing out if dudes want to be weird. Woo! It's a wrap! Give me my first victory. My second victory, technically. But I didn't get to celebrate with a wrap. I didn't get to wrap it up, but now I get to wrap it up. I feel so much better. Jeez, I got some tension in my system. Ethan says, good finish, coach. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. My goodness, all about your blah, blah, blah. Thank you. Every time I see you comment all about your blah, 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 I hope you understand my eye is drawn to Khamzat Chimaev. And then eventually, as I have a conversation with you, at least 3 times during our conversation, I'll start to think, man, I hope that guy's okay. And that's weird. Susie heard it! Yeah! That is a mission accomplished. All of these 3 losses have now been eliminated from the bad feelings category. Susie's heard it's a wrap. She likes it, I think. And all is well on Team Heavy Hands. Return to your God mode, Susie. She turns around and like constructs East Manhattan. All right, let's run another one, guys. We're going to run another one. Keep it going. Keep things flowing. She says, thanks. She doesn't have to thank me. Thank you, Susie, for listening. Tosh Tennis says, finally. Damn. Have you ever gotten flamed during someone's being nice to you? Yes, finally, Tosh Tennis. We definitely did it. We're going to stream another one for the 2 people left in here. Thank you for joining. I know things ebb, things flow. It is time to go against this money man. Coach Now says, much appreciated. I appreciate you, my guy. Gonna run another one here at heavyweight. Let's see what's going on. Okay, sorry, I was just checking my work email, which made no sense right now, how I got caught up in my work email right there. Well, let's get back to gaming. Let's get back to playing these video games. I'm actually also checking to see if we've had any breaking news come out while we've been hitting the stream. For whatever reason, I tend to see interesting things. Ooh, we got the first embedded up. If you have a family member, by the way, who does not like to watch MMA, Ethan says, my manager always types in the chat and nobody responds to him. Your manager does. I don't ever see your manager typing in here, Ethan. Tell him I'm not ignoring him. I would love to respond to him. I would love to respond to your manager or say what your manager has to say on your behalf. Oh, in your work group chat, yeah. Oh, yeah, I've been there, Ethan. Definitely been there. When you don't have a good relationship with your team, that's the type of stuff that happens. Okay, so here we go. Trying to fight you make up a name. Donato says he feels bad for commenting while people are fighting unless they are okay with it. Yeah, why would you not be okay with it? Man, I don't get that. Like, you're just sitting here. Why would you not want to interact with people? That's what we're here to do. If you want to, play, go ahead, play. Don't stream, in my opinion. Oh. Got him on his back, which... Oh, no, not quite yet. Not quite yet. Here we go. I want to see what this guy does with this. Yeah, that grapple advantage system, the way this is set up, it's a goofy, it's just a weird way to manage the ground game. The fact that these pitter-patters build up grapple advantage. Oh, God. Donald says he tries to be treat it like their house and be extra polite. Damn, that's really courteous of you, man. That's really courteous of you. I wouldn't even think that way. Maybe I should. But if I were in somebody's stream, I would just assume that they wanted to interact with people and that they were okay with the chat. Ethan says the ground game takes no skill. It sucks. I disagree, Ethan. I think the ground game takes a lot of skill, actually. It's very difficult to, understand which animations, there's like a momentum to some of the transitions. timing transition blocks. Now, is it a skill that I think should be in an MMA game? No. This guy is crazy on the ground. Like, if he's swinging that much on the ground, he should have low stamina, something. He should have some fear of doing that, you know. God. This game is mostly who can spam more, and if you have hundreds of more fights, then you should be able to beat them. Yeah, but you could argue that with almost anybody, with almost every game. The more rounds, go ahead. The more rounds you have. Oh my God! I just got this guy on my freaking back. Oh, he did it! I got the reversal. Oh. This guy is a true monster out here. Okay. We are looking at a tough fight. Ethan, I'll get to that comment in just a second. Get to that comment in just less than 40 seconds. Obviously, we're using an accelerated clock here. Trying to... Oh, that was a tough fight. What did Ethan say? Ethan says, that is true. I have a lot of experience in 2K, but I don't boast beating new players. Only nerds do that. Ethan, it sounds like you're a little upset still at JMMA. I think he was just having fun with you, poking at you. It is frustrating to lose, though. I respect where you're coming from. But I do think if you're talking about JMMA, I'm not saying you are, but if you are, I think he was just poking at you. Donato says, I respectfully disagree. Is there a punch? If there's a puncher chance, yeah, but I can't spam anybody like you, Coach Critical, to a W. Yeah, that's a great point, Coach Donato. That is actually a really good point. So the spamming criticism you have, Ethan, is incorrect. You can't just come in here and spam. Being new, it won't work on most guys. But yeah, I think what Ethan is saying also, that there's just there are some techniques that are effective that can be used. They're very difficult to stop, when you're using them repeatedly. For example, like some of the spinning head kicks, the leg kick animations, which I'm sure will get tuned. Interesting head movement. Good use of head movement here by You Make Up a Name. Oh, yeah, there you go. Blah, blah, blah. That spinning elbow is awful. The knee elbows are awful. I mean, there's so many broken components in this game. Here we go. Ah. Oh boy. Oh, this is a dog fight. I basically have to keep this fight on the ground. It's just like a string of very difficult to deal with tactics. That's what fighting this guy is. It's just like everything he does is very much built to be, you know, it's just one of the harder aspects of the game to deal with. Here we go. Oh no. This guy is really good. Got the knockdown, luckily. I think I took that. Even because of the knockdown, definitely got the second round. He won the first. This is a back and forth. Like I said, it's a dog fight. Ah, jeez. Oh my gosh. Recover this stamina. This guy is super prepared. I was just trying to fake that one. Yes. My goodness. Ethan says, I'm sorry. I'll just never see skill in clinch spamming and spamming strikes when someone is blocking and then getting rewarded for, and I'll read that in just a second. Yes. Woo! It's a wrap! That guy was, I'm not going to say it. Need to be more respectful, but I really felt like he was doing a lot of corny tactics. He is not corny. The tactics felt a little cheesy, but we did it. We came over it, overcame it, and came over it, and really just power through that one. Donato says, nice, thank you. Either says, nice, DC. That's what I'm saying. Corny tactics. Oh, yeah, man, it's really hard. Back to Division 20 with that one. Thankfully, we're back home. This is a long stream. We're at an hour and a half now. Let's run one more. I mean, I started off 3 in a row, losing 3 in a row. we're now back to where we have a title, thankfully. We were at our lowest, 600th. We still, we're still behind a little bit. But let's get it in. All right, let's check this out. Not retire seems to be the trend. Yeah, I guess so. It really does seem to be the trend. Get that win, get out, and that's a good trend actually. That's a good place to be. You want to be in a place where you are looking at retiring. Let's see here. I'm trying to decide if I like Glover. You know what? Let's do Glover. Let's do it. Ethan says he just KO Volk with Oliveira. I find Oliveira very difficult to use in this game. I feel like his punches have no pop. Just a super difficult fight in general. This is Shakar 5'10". It says I fought him one time. I don't remember this guy. His banner didn't. Donato says he almost feels like Stipe is going to pull this off. And you have every right to think that, Donato, because Stipe is, I mean, he's the greatest heavyweight of all time, according to the numbers. And there's a reason, and we've seen Francis Ngannou lose to him before. So you have every right. It's not crazy to think that Francis is going to, not be able to do it again. Oh, yes. I do think, though, that Francis is going to have wrestlers around him. I think they know. I think they understand what happened last time. Oh, Donato says he thinks Stipe is going to pull a retirement next, and that's a good ear. Donato, good ear. Because Stipe has definitely talked. There's been just little, if you listen to his interviews, there's just little things that have come out about him. It's just sounding like he's at the end of his career. It's easy to forget that he's 38. I think he's 38 now. Recently turned 38. For a heavyweight, it's relatively young. But Stipe's been around for a long time. He's been doing this at a high level for a long time. He's just been doing it quietly for a long time. I mean, Stipe was around in the prime of Verdum. He was here when Brock Lesnar was fighting. Stipe's been here for a long time. And for whatever reason, I'm saying that and I'm almost like reminding myself, because Stipe he doesn't feel like he's been that prominent a character or fighter in the UFC for long at all. It's really only been the last 3 years or so. He's, everybody's acknowledged, dude, you're the baddest man around. This Cormier trilogy definitely solidified him. Ethan says Jones is going to take that belt. Hey, Ethan, I know John Jones is skilled. Donato says Francis is a specimen, and if Miocic beats him, he can go out as the best without a doubt. Absolutely. That it doesn't get better. There's nobody better to retire off of than a win against Francis. You defend a belt against Francis and say, here, have the belt. I showed you guys. I cleared out the division. I don't need to fight Derek Lewis to prove that, here's a heavy hitter right here. A guy that hits harder than Derek Lewis. I agree with that, Donato. Totally co-sign that thought. Ethan, you're saying that Jones is going to kill Stipe. Remember, these are heavyweights. Jones is not a natural heavyweight. Jones walks around at his heaviest probably at 240, they say. He's not a, like, he belongs at light heavy. These are big boys. Stipe is huge. He is not, even Cormier is gigantic. I bet you John Jones, in Daniel's prime, if Jones would have gone up to heavyweight for the second Cormier fight, I bet you John Jones would have lost. I mean, it's such a big difference up there. The guys, it's a huge jump in size. It's a bigger jump than I think you'd see with Izzy versus Jan, and it's not going to be funny. You can't just lift weights, get big, and do something. These guys, true heavyweights, have been used to carrying around their weight, most of their lives. You can't just lift weights and be like, okay, I'm big now. Now I'm just as strong as these guys that have been, big men their entire lives. It just doesn't work that way. The only reason why it's kind of possible for John is because he's so skilled. He's so skilled that it's like, wow, you can overcome that size gap, that power gap you're going to have because you're so good. This is Shakar 520, a fellow Division 20 fighter. Block that one. Trying to keep my composure here. Don't want to freak out because I got a little bit of a love tap. That was a love tap. Oh, come on. Oh, I definitely am trying to conserve a little stamina here. Dig away at his gas tank a little bit. Donato says linebackers are 6'2", 260, and safeties are 6'2", 215. They're still lethal, but yeah. Yeah, it's the 1 year I played, actually, I did play safety the 1 year I played. Yeah, it's a huge difference. The size of these men, it's a big deal. That's the John Jones. John Jones could change the game. Izzy had that opportunity, but John Jones really can change the game. I hear you, Coach. Just can't type in matches. What do you mean by type in matches, Ethan? Ethan says, I hear you, Coach. Just can't type in matches. Oh, and before Ethan says, nope, there's a man named Khabib at the top of the mountain. He says he is the greatest. Khabib is the greatest. That's funny. Ethan says, getting experience so I can actually fight virgins with thousands of matches boasting. Oh, man, Ethan's upset. Oh, okay, got you. Play online and watching your stream. Cool. Well, I appreciate you still watching the stream while you play. Shakar, 5'10". Got the drop on him. Another takedown. Anyone want to grab some spars with all about your blah, blah, blah? Ethan says this game is boring without your stream. Oh, Ethan, that's very nice of you, my man. I appreciate you very much, dude. Thanks for saying that. I feel that way about you, but you shouldn't feel that way about me. Petrified PSN is an exploiter. He takes you to the cage, turns you to your back, and he's... Hold on, I want to read this. We have a reported exploiter here, a cheater, by the name of Petrilified. Here we go. Getting this in here. Ethan says, I'm over it. Just blocking anyone from here. I like rear naked a lot. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Once I set up my stream, we can run a few. There you go. You got a taker. Blah, blah, blah. All about your blah, blah, blah. The reason why that name works is because it rolls off of your... It almost looks like it's not going to be fun to say, and then you say it, and it's like, wow, that rolls off your tongue. All about your blah, blah, blah. Last fight of the stream. JMMA is getting his stream started up after this. Check him out. That's JAYMMA. Whoa. I thought I was going to send him to the land of wind and ghosts with that uppercut. Didn't happen the way I thought. I got it from a rap song. Which rap song? All about your blah, blah, blah. Which rap song? Woo! Oh! Ethan says, give me a month and see where I'm at. Yeah, Ethan, dude, you just started playing this game. In a month, not even a month, next week. Think about yourself in 2 weeks. It takes time to get better. It's not easy. I wouldn't even wait a month to see your progress. You'll get better, 3 days from now. For every day you play, I mean, you'll get noticeably better, and probably every couple of weeks. There's some marker you'll have, somebody that you couldn't beat this week that you'll be able to beat next week. Frog 1, blah, blah. If I were still in between rounds when I saw that message, I would have gone to Google Play and had that going. This is John Jones. Got on his back. The video will be up soon. I tagged you in it. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you, Taj10. I definitely want to see this cheater. Pestistrified, I think is his name. PSN is an exploiter, he says. He takes you to the cage, turns you to your back, and knees you to the back of your legs. You can't reverse it. I did not know that was a thing. Got him. Let me not say got him just yet, but we landed that punch. Landed that kick. Ah! Woo! It's a wrap! Woo! I put him down, homeboy. I shut him down. I don't play that. Don't be playing with my phone. I'm happy to have a Chance versus Hard right now. That is your path, man. You will get better, that's for sure. But remember, 2 weeks ago, Donato, you were saying you can't believe you didn't think you're going to be able to beat it on easy. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Eve Levine has called a stop.
Shout out to All About Your Blah Blah Blah. Orders up. This is All About Your Blah Blah Blah. Frog One Blah Blah. The origination of the origin of All About Your Blah Blah Blah's name is this song.
Must be recording hellapin'. If not, dude, they better quit. I'm here to sever off the heads of you imitators. Kids need motivators, not football players.
My friends, it's been so much fun. I want to thank you for joining me. All About Your Blah Blah Blah. We got you, All About Your Blah Blah Blah. Thank you for joining me. It's been a long stream. I appreciate you oh so much. Oh, it's on the Tony Hawk Underground soundtrack, one of my favorite games. I've lost many hours of life to that one. Ethan, thanks for saying good stream, homie. Thank you. It's only good because you guys participate and that you're here. I will be here tomorrow, and I hope you are too. And until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace. Shout out to Donato. I'm out. And check out JMMA. He's streaming right now. Coming up next.